collectible spot. While we're having a look at the Diamond Select Toys Minimates Best of set, this 2-pack features Daredevil and Venom. So digging Minimates lately. It's become almost my new obsession. Yes, Spot has obsessions. I think safe obsessions are a good thing. Unsafe obsessions, well, that's when we start getting into hoarding. Hoarding's not good for anybody, especially when you got like poop bags sitting somewhere, or like really old water, or somebody says, "Ew, what's that smell? Is that the really rotten squash?" Oh, no, that's in the next room. That's when you've got problems. Safe obsessions are good. This safe obsession, again, comes with Daredevil and Venom. Two pretty good Minimates from the looks of it, although Venom seems questionable. Certainly can't wait to get them opened up, though. On the back of the package, the other Minimates that make up the Best of series, this is, I guess, Best of 2. We got Hulk, Loki, of course Daredevil and Venom, Deadpool and Punisher, and finally Mr. Fantastic, Doctor Doom. The read-up, oh, by the way, before I get to the read-up, you can go to www.diamondselecttoys.com and www.artasylum.com for more Marvel Minimates info. 411 aside, more 411 about the characters. Daredevil, young Matt Murdock, was blinded by chemicals as a child, but the chemicals that took his sight also enhanced his remaining senses. Able to hear a heartbeat from a mile away, now he practices law by day and fights crime by night. That's almost exactly like Batman, except he doesn't practice law. He just practices making money. Venom, when Spider-Man rejected the alien symbiote costume he wore for a while, it found a new partner in Eddie Brock, Peter Parker's sworn enemy. Together, they were a formidable foe, and later they protected the innocent as the vigilante Venom. How's that for a read-up? Clearly, the reason why Spot picked up this set was more so for Venom. I'm still a little iffy on the Venom, but certainly when we come back, I'm going to obviously take a break. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at the two Minimates. Stay tuned. More is on the way. As you can see, both Minimates come with a slew of accessories. For starters, you get yourself two clear Minimate stands. A nice welcome addition. I'm really glad that Diamond Select are doing this really with all of the releases, it seems, of their Minimates. Such a good idea. It's something that we waited a very long time to actually see. I'm really glad they've included these. Daredevil, I think probably of the two has, if you count things that are being removed, he technically has the most accessories. Let's actually first have a look at him. I can tell you, for starters, Daredevil here has one of the hardest headpieces to come off. I spent so long trying to get this headpiece off. As you can see right now, he's got his Daredevil mask on loosely. You can take the mask off, and underneath, you got Matt Murdock's blind face. Kind of looks like his eyes and his mouth. He looks like he has three mouths. No, he's got two eyes and a mouth. He does also come with alternate hair, which we can put on there, like so. Not really sure you would likely have Daredevil unmasked, but it's nice. It's nice to have that included, the options. Options are always nice. Some nice hair going on there. When I first got the package opened up, I thought the hair went to Eddie here, and I thought Daredevil didn't have any hair. Sure enough, it was actually the other way around. Just take the hair off. But this peg, it is extremely hard to get stuff off of. And it almost looks as if, I don't know if this is new, but it looks like it's got a different kind of peg hole. You can see here, instead of just circular, it's actually got, what is that, hexagon? Pentagon? Hexagon? At any rate, it was definitely hard once you have this mask on to get it off. Oh, sure, now it works. Take Spot's word for it. There was a lot of hassle to get this off. I love this Minimate, though. This is such a really, really neat Minimate. Some of the best of Minimates have been really, by far, my favorite Minimates that Diamond Select has released. Daredevil here is no exception. He's got some really nice red going on there. Even though really he is utilizing one color of red, there are some slight variations in the gloves as well as the boots. A little bit in the belt going on there as well. He is really one color. On the back, there's really not a lot going on. A lot of the detail is more from the front. The mask, though, is really done well. Maybe if had the horns just been out a little bit instead of so much up, but still, I think it looks really decent. Now, he's got one holster on the side here, and I just moved his arm out of the way without breaking it. He does also come with 2 clubs. I guess these are his billy clubs. One looks like, or you know what, maybe if you sandwich them in together. Actually, you know what, now that I'm looking at it, you see that? His holster actually has what looks to be 2 slots for his clubs. Although trying to get it in there around the Minimate, you know what? Sorry Matt, we'll remove your upper torso for the time being while we try to finagle this. You know what, I don't think, let's see, you know what, he also does come with a club that's got the hook, the extension. I don't know if that's necessarily going to go in there. No, I don't think it is. I think it's really intended for these smaller ones. But those holes are extremely small. Extremely small, and because this waist piece right here is in the way, you really have to finagle to get it in there. And even once it's in there, I guess, I don't know if it will obstruct his torso. Let's give this a try. Try to put in the other club piece here as well. It looks like little tiny cigars. Don't smoke. This is some advice from Spot, so don't smoke. Alright, while they're in there, let's see if I can get the torso back on. Probably could have put them in a little bit better. Now see, I don't know, I'm not a fan of that. I assume that's what this is for, and the fact that there's 2 slots. I'm not really a fan. I'm not really a fan of how that goes in there. Seems like it's just too much hassle. You know what? I'm just going to take these out. Take these out. Ugh! Release, release. There we go. Put the torso back on. Well, that's a lost cause. I think maybe what I might just do is keep one in there, or I'll just put both of them in his hands. There he's got one. And grabbing the other, getting it tangled amongst its own cord there. There we go. So you have Daredevil with his clubs. I mean, they're not as interesting. You have the option as well of getting the same thing with the hook. That might be a little more better suited. It kind of just looks like he's holding candy cigars. It loses a little something in my eyes, at least if you ask me. This aside, this is really nice Minimate. Get them on his display base. They all have peg holes. Put them on the display base like so. Like that. And you've got yourself Daredevil. And really, once on the base, you can get some interesting poses. Maybe spend a little more time on it than Spot has just done, but you get the idea. You can put it on the display base like so. Spot's battling a little bit of a cold, so you have to bear with me here. I really do like this Daredevil. I'm not so much a fan of these, and getting them in there, yeah, good luck. Articulation on the Minimates would all be the same. He has a rotation in the head, up and down as well. Arms go out, back and forth via ball joint. Bend at the elbow, rotation in the hand. Waist swivels, legs go forward, back, out, bend at the knee, and a rotation in his foot. I don't think I actually own any Daredevil Minimates, so this is actually my first. I don't know, by default that makes this the best one, but I really like the details on him. The mask is done well. Yeah, really happy with him. Daredevil, as basic as he may seem, I'm going to give him a 7.5. Done really, really well. I have really no complaints other than his little clubs. I think those are a little bit of a nuisance, but nonetheless, there you have Daredevil. Just moving him out of the way. Let's have a look at Venom, which again really was the reason I picked up this set, was for Venom. Venom has a few alternate appendages, if you will. For starters, he's got himself the... Now these have been used before. I think Sabretooth had these as well. He's kind of got more of a claw hand. if you're not a fan of those, you can take the hands off. And he does also come with alternate regular hands, which we just put into place like so. Get it in there. There we go. Aside from alternate hands, you can see he has a very large upper torso. Very, very large upper torso. I almost feel as if that takes away from the figure because it just looks too, poofy, if that's the best way to describe it. On the back there's some detailing there. On the front, you know what, I think Spot put it on the wrong way. It doesn't really matter because I'm just going to get into that in a second. Again, it's a very large, poofy jacket style torso. It almost distracts away from the lower legs. His lower legs look a little lankier because he's got so much going on up top. Of course, then he's also got his face, which not sure I'm feeling. It has good elements to it, but because the head has to be so blocky, it looks as if he's got more of a snout than he does a Venom face. I think it's just the fact that there's too much going on such a small proximity. His eyes are also a lot smaller too. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. I'm on the fence with the face. The face, you guys are going to have to let me know down below. I'm not really sure I'm feeling the face. You know what? I'll get back to that. Other things that you can do with Venom is you can take this piece off. For all intents and purposes, you could put this on Spider-Man and pretend like, Venom is starting to take over Spider-Man. That might be fun. And underneath, you've got a very basic Venom face. I almost feel like it's too basic. I know I'm nitpicking things to death here, but I almost feel like the face is a little too basic. There's really not a lot going on in it. Now, you could very well leave your Venom like that and keep the upper torso as is as well. Or just take the head off. Minimates aren't always the easiest to get heads off. There we go. And this upper torso piece comes off as well. Like so. And underneath, you've got yourself just a standard Venom body. Snap the regular head back on. Little snap, and you've got a regular Venom. With all these extra blue lines going all over the place. With this standard Venom, the blue is almost deterring from the rest of the figure body. I know if it was just basic black, it would look too simplified. There's the back printing on him as well. So, I mean, really, the choice is yours. I think I already have a regular Venom before they start incorporating larger torso pieces. So, really, this Venom, I might very well just keep the extra pieces on him. Just take the head off again. Excuse me. Put the torso back on. And snap the head back on. A little bit of snapping going on here, back and forth. And finally, the head once again. With the correct side. Thank you. Finally got that fixed. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the face. I think the head obviously would work better with the torso, this torso on. If you had the regular Venom body with the torso off, like if you had this Venom head and, you kept this body piece off, it would look too big. It would just look too big. So the torso suits the head. But I almost feel like the head is just too squishy for what it needs to do. It's hard with a Minimate. I know it's really hard with a Minimate. But I also feel like because they had to utilize only so much space for a Minimate head, I feel like this piece is all like tilted on an angle where it's not straight. Almost again gives him that more of a snout-like look to him. Kind of gives him like a look of a rat or a duck with teeth. And of course he's got some slime going on there on the side there too. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this Venom. He's interesting. I will say he is interesting. But I feel like with the torso as it is, it's a little too much for his lower torso, his lower half, that I feel his lower half just ends up looking a little lanky. The head is a good It's a good approach. It's a good try. Feeling as if it's almost too much. That might just be me. This Venom, I'm going to give him a... On a sculpt level, I'm going to give him a 7.5. He's a good mini-mate. I just don't know how I feel about the head. You guys can let me know. Today's collectible spot, we're having a look. There's the other one there. We're having a look at the Diamond Select Mini-Mates Best Of. We're looking today at Daredevil and Venom. Good, solid Mini-Mates. I don't know, just a little iffy on the face. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.